Good morning, students. This is Harshara teacher, and today we are going to learn direct to indirect speech. So, in this video, we know that whatever we are talking directly with the person, that is called the direct speech. And if we convert it into indirect speech, means what? We are telling this situation to the third person, that is called the indirect speech. Okay, so it means you will note that here the actual words of the speakers are reported by someone else, and the type of reporting of a speech is called indirect speech, or it is also called the reported speech. Then given below are the rules of changing the direct and indirect speech. So there are some rules to change these sentences into indirect speech. So first of all, what we have to do? First of all, we have to remove all the punctuation marks. So if we'll see the sentences over down, one example, suppose we will take Priya said, I am planning to visit Paris. So here we will observe that there are comma and inverted commas. Okay, so that is the punctuation marks, and that only the full stop will be remain as it is, and all the punctuation marks will be removed by converting into indirect speech. Then the second rule is always change into corresponding past tense. So what is that corresponding past tense? Suppose we will say that simple present tense will be converted into simple past tense. Okay, so in the following sentences we will see the example. That fourth one example is simple present tense. Manan said, I write article. So here I write article is it is in the simple present tense. So suppose this sentence is it in a direct speech. Okay, and the direct speech sentence is in the simple present tense, and when we will convert into indirect speech, so what will be the criteria? The Manan then it will convert it into simple past tense. So Manan said that he. So instead of I, we will make it he. Manan said that he wrote articles. So here write become wrote because of the simple past tense. So this is how, if the sentences is in the simple present tense, we have to convert it into simple past tense. Then the present continuous tense will be past continuous tense. So you can see the first example. Priya said, I am planning to visit Paris. So here I am planning means what? It is a present continuous tense. So it will convert it into past continuous tense. Priya said that, and while removing the inverted comma, and when we will remove the inverted comma, we will use that over there. So Priya said that she was planning to visit Paris. So we will convert it into past continuous tense. And what will be the past continuous tense? The Priya is a singular over here, so she was. If there are so many persons, we will use were over there. Okay, then the next is present perfect tense. So present perfect tense will be converted into past perfect tense. So for that, if we'll see that Nitya said, I have completed my project. So I have. So here have means a present perfect tense. So Nitya said that she had completed her project. So here have become had. So this is how we will convert present perfect tense into past perfect tense. Then the next one is simple past tense will be converted into past perfect tense. Means suppose the third sentence we can see it is in a simple past tense. Rita said, I did my job well. So here did means a simple past tense. So Rita said that she had done her job well. So it means had done is it a past perfect tense. So these are the rules regarding the tense sense. Suppose the sentence is in the simple present tense, we have to convert it into simple past tense. And suppose the sentence is into present continuous tense, then we have to convert it into past continuous tense. Then If the given sentence is in the present perfect tense, so it will convert it into past perfect tense. And if the sentence is into simple past tense, then it will convert it into past perfect tense. So these are some criteria according to the tenses, and these are some rule for how we can convert if the given tenses, and the given tenses will be converted into which tense. So that are some criteria. So now we will see some exceptional rules for the past tense. Means suppose the universal truth and the habitual action, then reported verb will cease and ask. So in these types of sentence will not change into past tense. For example, my mother said, I visit the temple every day. So I visit the temple every day, it is a habitual action. So my mother said that she visits the temple every day. So here we will not convert the sentence into simple past tense. It will remain same as it is in the simple present tense because it is a habitual action. Then the universal truth for the second sentence. The teacher said 2 and 2 makes 4. So it is a universal truth, 2 and 2 always make 4. The teacher said that 2 and 2 makes 4. So here the tenses will be not change. Then suppose the reporting verb says is used over there, then we will use it as said. So Julie says I am unwell. So Julie said that she is unwell. So here also we have not changed according to the tenses rule of the conversion of direct into indirect speech. So whenever, see the rules, one more rule is that, so whenever the change the reporting verb depending on the types of the sentence also. So on how many types of sentence are there, as we know that assertive sentence, exclamatory sentence, imperative sentence, and the interrogative sentence. These are the 4 types of sentences. So now we will see that according to the type of sentences, what are the changes will be there for the changing into direct to indirect speech. So first is obviously assertive sentence. So in this sentence, for example, a first person used said, and the for second person used told, followed by noun and pronoun, and make use of that. Means if there are 2 persons are talking with each other, obviously we are using told, and only one person is talking, then we can use said over there. So like for example, the child said I am playing. So here only one person, so we will use said over here. The child said that he was playing, and the tenses rule also we will apply over here. So this sentence is into present continuous tense, so that it is changed into past continuous tense. And suppose here child said to her mother, then what we will use? Child told to her mother that he was playing. So here we will use told when 2 persons are talking. I hope you have understood this. Then the second one, the second type of sentence is exclamatory sentence. So in the exclamatory sentence, the first rule is remove the exclamation mark and then use the verb exclaim over there and make use of that also. Okay, so the sentence will be, we can see the sentence, the example for it. Ram said, hooray, we have got the tickets of the cricket match. So it is an exclamatory sentence and it is a joyful sentence. So what we will use? Ram exclaimed with joy that we become they. So with joy, hooray will become a with joy. And that we will obviously use for removing the inverted commas. Then Ram exclaimed with joy that they had got the tickets of the cricket match. So here everything will be remain same, and instead of we have got, it means it is a present perfect tense. It will convert it into past perfect tense, so that we have got will become they had got and we become they. I hope you have understood this. Now, the next we will see that that is the imperative sentence. So, in the imperative sentence, there are four reported verb we can use: commanded, ordered, requested, and suggested. And we will not use that over here. So, do not use that, and use to plus verb, that is infinitive, we will use over here. Suppose, like for example, we will see that the teacher said, "Sit down soon." So what will be the conversion of indirect speech of this sentence? The teacher ordered to sit down. What we will use? Teacher ordered. So here order is there, so that we will say that we will remove said and we will not use of that, and the teacher ordered to sit down. Okay, so for sit we will use the infinitive, so that it will become to sit, and soon will be removed over there in this sentence. So I hope you have understood this also. Now the next one is interrogative sentence. So there are two types of interrogation. First is WH type and yes no type also. So first of all, we the criteria or the rule of this: remove the question mark and use the reporting verb asked, because this is a question, and here also we will not use that. And as we know that there are two types of interrogative sentence, that is yes no type question and WH type question. So for yes no type question we will use whether or if after the reporting verb, and then in the WH type question the reporting verb will be WH clause. So means, what is the WH clause? Means what, where, which, how, what, which the question word is used in the sentence, that only we are going to use over there. Suppose the stranger said, "Where do you live?" So it is a WH type question. So we can say that it is an inquiry type question. So we can say that the stranger inquired or asked, "Where did I stay?" Okay. So here inquiry is done with me only. So that we will use I over there. The stranger inquired that where did I stay? Okay. Then the next is the librarian said, "Which book do you want?" Okay. So the librarian said that, "Which book do you want?" So librarian asked which book I wanted. Okay. So want become wanted. Did you understand this? I hope all of you have understood this. And now there are certain words which we have to change while converting into direct to indirect speech. So can will become could, will become would, shall, should, may, might, this, that, these, those, here, there, the, so, ago, before, now, then, tomorrow, the next day, today, that day, yesterday become the day before, tonight become the that night, hello become a greeted, thank you become a thanked, and sorry become a apologized. So in this way, my dear students, we have seen the criteria of the direct and indirect speech, and what are the rules, basic rules while converting direct into indirect speech. We will just sum up whatever we have learned now. So first we have seen that there are some rules according to the tenses, and the general rules also, removing the punctuation mark and using of that, and change into corresponding past tense. So simple present becomes simple past, present continuous will become past continuous, present perfect will become past perfect, and simple past will become past perfect. But there are some exceptional for the changing according to the past tense. So like for example, universal truth never change, that it means the sun is rising in the east, it is universal truth, it is also not change. Then habit will not change. Then reporting verb says and asks will be remain as it is. And after that, according to the type of sentence, there are some rules for the conversion of direct into indirect. First is assertive sentence. In the assertive sentence, we have seen that if the single person is talking, then said we will use, and if we will observe that there are two persons are talking, then we will use the reporting verb to over there. And according to the tenses, the changes will be done while converting from the direct to indirect sentence. Then the next type is exclamatory sentence. So here we are using the exclaimed word we will use over there, and that also we will use over there. And according to the tenses, changes also we will make in while converting from direct to indirect. And the next type is that is imperative sentence. There are four types of imperative sentences like command, order, request, and suggested. So when we observe the sentence, we can find out the sentences. So what types of sentence mean? It is a command, order, or the request, and the suggestion. So according to that, we can use the word over there: commanded, ordered, requested, or the suggested. And after that, it is a most important thing that we will not going to use that over here. Instead of that, what we will use to plus verb, that is infinitive, while converting from direct to indirect. And after that, the interrogative, and this is the last type we have seen. So there are two types of interrogative sentence, that is yes no type and WH type. So while converting from yes no type question, we will not use the reported verb, and that also. And reported verb will, instead of reported verb, we will use whether or if. And obviously we are going to remove the question mark from the sentences. And after that, WH type questions. So while talking about the WH type questions, that time WH word will be used as a reporting verb in the sentences. And after that, we have seen that some certain words will change according to the tenses, that can become could, shall become should, and the various word we have seen. Then the today become that day, tomorrow the next day, yesterday the day before, hello become greeted, sorry become apologize, and tonight become that night. So in this way, we have learned the rules of converting the sentence from direct speech to indirect speech. So I hope everybody have understood this, whatever I have taught now. If you have any doubt, you can ask me while discussing this direct indirect speech in the WhatsApp chatting. Okay, I hope all of you understood. Thank you very much. Thank you, students.